On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Intersperse.
To scatter or distribute among or between other things. To insert or place something at intervals.
Examples:
Intersperse his speech. Intersperse exclamation marks. The author interspersed anecdotes throughout the book to break up the text and make it more engaging.
Fan.
A person who admires and supports a person, group, sport, sports team, etc. A device for creating a current of air by the movement of a surface or surfaces.
Examples:
A film fan. Engine cooling fan. I'm a big fan of French food.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Solitary.
Existing, living, or doing without others.
Examples:
Use of solitary confinement. A solitary traveler. He never uttered a solitary word.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Feminist.
Describing a belief in and advocacy for achieving gender equality in social, political, and economic spheres, advocating for the rights and empowerment of women. Noun, a person who believes in and advocates for gender equality between men and women.
Examples:
Feminist movement. Feminist perspective. The feminist ideals of inclusivity and diversity are important in creating a more just and equal world.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Hack.
To hit and cut somebody or something roughly and violently, to find a bug in a computer program and break into their systems or networks.
Examples:
Hack through the jungle. Hack into the program. This blog offers a variety of tips for hacking everyday life.
Memorize.
To learn something carefully so that you will remember it exactly.
Examples:
Memorize musical scores. Try hard to memorize the lines. Lawyers need to memorize even the most minor provisions of the law.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Eerily.
In a strange, weird, or unsettling manner, suggesting the presence of supernatural or mysterious elements.
Examples:
Eerily accurate. Eerily atmospheric. The abandoned house was eerily silent, as if someone was watching from within.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Boom.
A sudden increase in economic activity, or a sudden happening that brings good fortune, a deep, loud, and prolonged sound.
Examples:
Boom in sales. A sonic boom. The high-technology industry is enjoying a boom.
Tale:
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Celebrate:
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Flourish:
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Antidote:
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Bias:
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Download:
To transfer data or files from the Internet or computer network to a user's computer or device. Noun, the process of transferring data or information from a remote or central computer to a local computer or device.
Examples:
Download files from the Internet. Download the assignment from the website. I need to download the latest update for my computer's operating system.
Swipe:
To strike, hit, or slap with a sweeping motion. To pass a magnetic stripe or barcode through a scanner to read data. To steal or take something quickly and with little effort.
Examples:
Swipe a card. Swipe left on a dating app. He tried to swipe the phone from my hand, but I held on tight.
Podcast:
A radio program made available in digital format that you can download from the Internet and play on a computer or music player.
Examples:
Football podcast. Listen to a podcast. Our podcast was the most downloaded in the technology news genre this year.
Indigenous:
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples:
Triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
Respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Rift.
A break or fissure in a relationship, organization, or physical structure. A large crack in the ground, rock, or other surfaces.
Examples:
Rift between friends. Geological rift. Their disagreement caused a rift in their friendship.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
Join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Nonfiction.
A genre of literature that deals with the factual representation of real or historical events, people, or places. Prose writing that presents or discusses true life events or experiences.
Examples:
Nonfiction movie. Nonfiction account. This nonfiction book about the history of jazz is a must-read for music fans.
Entertainment.
public shows, films, television, or other performances or activities of enjoying people.
Examples:
An elegant entertainment. Hour of entertainment. The hotel is famous for its entertainment, including the casino.
Catalyst.
A person or thing that causes an important event to happen or changes the current situation rapidly. Chemistry, a substance that initiates or accelerates a chemical reaction without being changed itself.
Examples:
A catalyst in the process of hydrolysis. Catalyst for reform. The global financial crisis acted as a catalyst to unite the country.
Uncommon.
Not occurring or seen very often, rare.
Examples:
Uncommon occurrence. Uncommon talents. It was uncommon for the store to have such a big sale.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Poignant.
Evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret, emotionally moving, deeply affecting or touching.
Examples:
Poignant moment. Poignant memories. The movie's poignant ending left most of the audience in tears.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do. Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias. Unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Illusion.
A false idea or belief, especially about somebody or about a situation.
Examples:
Optical illusion. Illusion of being in forest. He could no longer tell the difference between illusion and reality.
Solidarity.
Unity or agreement of feelings or actions among a group, especially among individuals with a common interest.
Examples:
Solidarity among union members. Solidarity action. The workers showed solidarity in their strike for better working conditions.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Befriend.
To become a friend of someone, especially when in need.
Examples:
Befriend a young boy. Befriend other members. I'm willing to befriend the weak and the poor.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Inmate.
A person who is confined to an institution, such as a prison, hospital, or mental health facility.
Examples:
Inmate population. Inmate rights. The prison implemented a new educational program for inmates to learn skills and prepare for life after release.
Insufficient.
Not enough for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Insufficient evidence. There are insufficient doctors. We had raised a small amount of money from investors, but funds were insufficient.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Protagonist.
The main character in a literary work, film, or other stories.
Examples:
Protagonist of drama. Play a protagonist. The protagonist's triumph over adversity was the theme of this play.
Likeable.
Having qualities that make a person or thing well-liked or attractive, pleasant, friendly, or enjoyable.
Examples:
Likeable personality. A likeable character. He's a very likeable person who makes friends easily.
Inverse.
Opposite in order, nature, or effect, reversed, reciprocal.
Examples:
Inverse function. Inverse matrix. The inverse relationship between price and demand is well known in economics.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
A deep obligation. Pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Bump.
To hit or knock against something hard, often with a dull sound, to meet with by accident.
Examples:
Bump against a wall. Bump up prices. She accidentally bumped into him in the crowded room.
Pedal.
A foot-operated lever or control, especially one used to control a vehicle, machine, or musical instrument.
Examples:
Clutch pedal. Piano pedal. He pressed the pedal with all his might, but the car still wouldn't start.
Pedal.
To sell or promote something or spread an idea or story, often in a persistent or aggressive way.
Examples:
Peddle influence. Peddle drugs. The street vendor peddled his wares to passing tourists.
Getaway.
A place or means of escape or retreat, a vacation or trip taken to escape one's everyday routine or environment, a successful escape from danger or capture.
Examples:
Planned getaway. Romantic getaway. The police are still searching for the suspect's getaway vehicle.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Woodwork.
The craft or activity of working with wood to create structures or objects, the inner workings or background details of a situation or event that were previously unknown or hidden.
Examples:
Finest woodwork. Woodwork tools. The intricate designs on the woodwork were hand-carved by a master craftsman.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Mob.
A large and disorderly crowd of people, a large horde of animals.
Examples:
Mob psychology. Mob violence. The excited mob was getting out of control at the concert.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples.
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Apprehend.
To arrest or capture a person suspected of a crime, to understand or perceive something, to feel anxious or fearful about something happening in the future.
Examples.
Apprehend the meaning. Apprehend a criminal. The police were able to apprehend the suspect after a high-speed chase.
Apologize.
To express regret for committing wrongdoing or causing a problem.
Examples.
Apologize for being late. Apologize ahead of time. I apologize for neglecting your email.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples.
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Unbridled.
Lacking restraint or control, unrestrained, unchecked, used to describe behaviors, emotions, or actions that are wild, excessive, or uncontrolled.
Examples.
Unbridled power. Unbridled creativity. Her unbridled enthusiasm for the project helped to motivate the team.
Fury.
Intense and often violent anger.
Examples.
Market fury. Fury of the storm. The crowd's fury was palpable as they shouted and protested against the government's decision.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples.
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Shiny.
Reflecting light and having a bright and smooth surface.
Examples.
Shiny surface. Shiny object. The shiny new car drew everyone's attention as it drove by.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples.
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Lovable.
Deserving or inspiring love and affection.
Examples:
Lovable personality. A lovable creature. The little puppy was lovable and had a playful personality.
Slur.
To speak about someone or something in a way that is insulting, derogatory, or libelous, to damage or smear a person's reputation by making false or defamatory statements.
Examples:
Slur a drink. Slur his reputation. He shouldn't be allowed to slur people based on race or sexuality.
Ragged.
Of clothing, frayed or not in good condition, tattered.
Examples:
Ragged edge. Ragged clothing. The old flag was ragged and torn.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Orphanage.
An institution for the care of orphans, equals a child whose parents are dead.
Examples:
Build an orphanage. Orphanage director. He grew up in a Christian orphanage and never knew his biological parents.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me. Confidence. The feeling or attitude that one can trust or rely on the abilities or good qualities of someone or something.
Examples:
Confidence as a teacher. Boost my confidence. Skill and competence are an unconquered army.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples.
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Credible.
Capable of being trusted or believed.
Examples.
Credible source. A credible story. They didn't have any credible evidence of his innocence.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples.
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples.
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Needle.
A thin, pointed object typically used for sewing or medical purposes, a metal or plastic instrument used for administering injections or drawing blood.
Examples.
Needle prick. Sewing needle. The acupuncturist inserted needles into specific points on my body to alleviate my pain.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples.
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples.
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples.
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples.
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples.
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.